Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Camilla aka CamiSimming and welcome to this new speed build. As you can see, today we are doing something a little bit different because we are not building a house like as always, and it's not actually like a proper community lot because it's a park, so it doesn't have a great like building. There's not a lot of building. There's a lot of decorating, there's a lot of landscaping, but not much building in this one. So yeah, but it's very short, so even if it's not like your cup of tea, you probably could stick around to see what I did here, because I think I had some pretty like creative ideas. I don't know if it's creative, but it's useful. Like, this park is useful. If I would have to choose just one adjective to describe it, I would describe it as useful, because you basically could live here with your Sims. Because I hate it when you have to go to a lot and then come back home because your Sim is hungry or is tired or needs to take a shower or whatever. And I wanted, like, when I think about my community lots, when I have to build one, I think about all this stuff. And also another thing that I find a real bummer when you go to community lots is that toddlers are not included. Like, it's as if they didn't exist. Because every time you go to a community lot, where is the stuff for the toddlers? Maybe the kids have something, like here they have some things to play with, but there's not a single thing for a toddler, and it's very hard. So like to get your toddler, to take your toddler with you and take them to places with you, like when you want to do a family trip or something. And so I tried to think outside the box and include stuff also for toddlers. And I think for basically everyone, there's like a potty in the bathrooms, which I know it's not the most hygienic thing, but I imagine it's like, of course it's like a normal potty of the ones that we got, but I placed it, like I used the more like modern one, so it looks like a built-in toilet, which is not. But yeah, like, let's be creative and let's think about it as an actual toilet that's not something very disgusting. Because yeah, I know it sounds very disgusting, but I wanted something for the toddlers if they needed to use the potty or yeah, whatever. And I also included some showers because, I don't know, there's like a basketball court, so maybe you would need some showers, like to take a shower after a long afternoon under the sun playing basketball with your friends. So yeah. Another thing that I added is a place with some vending machines. But yeah, let's go like in order and talk about everything, maybe the things that you actually are seeing on the screen. Here at the front, I will put down the the toys, the playground area for the kids and for the toddlers, as I was telling you before. Of course, I framed it because even though like car accidents and kids running around wildly in the streets are not a thing in The Sims, they're a thing in real life. And I wasn't like so comfortable leaving the playground like open, so I closed it off with some hedges and a fence, and I used an archway to make a sort of entrance. But it's very cute, I think, very like natural. It's kind of a part of the landscaping, even though it's filled with toys and with playground structures and objects. I also added the cutest thing, like a corner for the scouts. I don't know if scouts is the word, I don't remember how they're called in The Sims, but I added like the board and some cute stools in front of the board, like they could like have their meetings here, and I thought it was pretty nice. Then next to the playground, there's like a patio area with some pavement and like a covered patio area, and I placed down some tables to eat at and sit at and chat at, and also of course some chess tables. And then I added some loungers because I imagined that this could be cool, like to have some loungers to sunbathe in. Maybe when your kids are playing on the playground, maybe you don't have like a space to lounge in your own house, so you come to the park. And I used the base game ones, like the loungers from base game, the very plasticky ones, because I imagine that maybe the town hall, if you can call it like that, like the people that manage the town gave this park some loungers, some very old, not very luxurious ones, but they still work, they do their job, and so I placed like a couple of them. I don't know, I think more than a couple for sure. Then of course I added some wheels because they're a requirement, and I kept this like the pond where you can fish at. It's actually a debug item that you can find of course in the debug menu. There are a lot of them, I think, not just this one. This one I think is the Oasis Springs one because it has sand all around it, but even though I placed it in like in a grass area, I thought the contrast with the sand was kind of nice. And another thing that I added on the covered patio are some like games. I added a Don't Wake the Llama table. I added a basketball. No, that's not what it's called. Ping pong table, and also a football table. Yes, that was a sport. Football. Okay. Yeah, I know it's not a proper sport, but I confused it with basketball because we also have a basketball hoop next to the covered patio area there. And then I wanted a place for your Sims to get married at, so I added a little platform, like a little bit far from the rest of the activities. It's a bit more kind of private. Of course, you can just go there. It's not hidden, but it's a bit like far from the chaos of the kids playing and whatever. So yeah, I added an archway. No, it's not an archway. A wedding art and some chairs in front of it so that you can have your wedding here. Maybe some informal wedding. I know that the girl that I used to get married under the arch for my video at the end, because there's a tour at the end of this video, she was barefoot, so I don't think it's kind of the place where you would have a very formal wedding. I don't think. And then the last thing that I added that's I think so cute was like is like a yoga corner like in the front. Oh, I also added a sort of parking lot there where that I don't know, those tiles are at the front. I deleted them and I added some terrain paint, and I added some fake cars, and I thought that was a very realistic touch. But yeah, anyway, I was talking about the yoga thing, the yoga space. It's very, again, with like, just as the wedding arch, I tried to place it somewhere very like far away from the chaos, from the noise. It's a bit closer to the street, but yeah, I imagine that maybe this street here is not very, doesn't have a lot of traffic. I don't know. And moreover, there are some trees that kind of hide the yoga area from the rest of the park. Maybe they also work as a noise filter or whatever. I don't know. Trees usually do that. There aren't like a ton of them, of course, but yeah, I don't know. I placed like a yoga mat for the instructor and some other yoga stuff, and when I was recording the video, an actual yoga instructor showed up without me having to call them and like pay for them. And there's also a little busker station where the pathway is. So basically there's anything that you would possibly need or wish for. I also added that board where you can vote for the NAPs, the neighborhood action plans on, and I thought it was a nice touch, because if you play with the eco lifestyle thing, you would need a board like that, and I think it's useful. Like, it doesn't hurt, so I placed one there, which could also look like a board with some infos about town and about the stuff that's going on. And yeah, I think overall it's a very nice place. My favorite part, I think, it's the pathway that goes into like deeper into the park from the street, because I don't know, it's very nice. I used one of those huge trees from Debug to cover it up, so it's also kind of of course covered, and the atmosphere there, it's very nice. And you won't see it in the video because I remembered about it later, but I added some pet footballs and also a litter box in the back, like behind the where the toilets are, so you don't actually like see it. It's not there in your face when you are cooking something on the grill, but it's there. So also pets are like welcome here. I also added the sand pit there so that kids can use it to build sand castles and to have fun there. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I wanted to say about the build. At least I worked on it it was a very fun build to make. And also I did, as I was telling you, a sort of machinima, like a tour, a video tour instead of the screenshots, because the screenshots would have been so many and yeah, I didn't want to take them, so I just thought maybe a video tour would make more sense, would show how well the Spark can work and how well the Sims could use it. And so it took me like a very long time. I don't want to lie to you, it was a very hard thing, also because I didn't it was the first time that I did something like that, and so it wasn't easy, but it was so fun, like to manage the Sims. I felt like I was a movie director. I'm not joking. It was so fun and a bit annoying because Sims, can be so glitchy and annoying, but thanks to some, like a couple of mods that I have, it was pretty easy to make everything look cohesive and nice. And yeah, so you'll see basically every single area of the park in use, except for the bathroom, I guess, and the parking lot. And yeah, because I managed to picture every single area. There are the people that do yoga, there are the kids playing, the adults having fun with the chess table and the football and the ping pong tables, some girls that are playing basketball together, a wedding, of course, as I was telling you, and yeah, some other things that I won't spoil to you. It's not something so extraordinary, so it wouldn't be such a negative spoiler, but yeah, I think it's kind of fun. I don't know, at this point in my life when I'm recording this voiceover, I don't know if I should make it a bit longer, because it's just kind of, I think, 30-40 seconds, so I don't know, so I will see. And FYI, I asked Julia Builds for advice, because she is more of an expert than me. So if she says that she thinks I should do it, I should make it longer, I will. So yeah, basically she is gonna help me decide. This is the bathroom. I placed down the potty as I was telling you, and I also created a sort of changing table for the toddlers, and of course it's not functional, it's just for looks, but I thought it was pretty realistic in such a place filled with kids activities to have an area like that. And I also added that covered thing with some toys and a dollhouse. But anyway, I will leave you to the rest of the video and to the final the final video tour of the park. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in my next video, and have a great day. Bye everybody.